Hello. It's early morning, and light returns, sweeping away darkness. The spring sun brings warmth. The book of Genesis, the account of creation, is true. Trees, forests. This particular tree is certainly 700-800 years old, maybe 1,000. We are about to witness one of the great phenomena of the natural world. A herd of ground workers have gathered for feeding time.
It's liquid, warm, and marvelously sweet.
Don't waste things. Don't waste food. Look after the natural world. We are a part of it. For the first time, this group have been let out into the wilderness, free to make their way in the world. And it's a world of extraordinary beauty and complexity and wonder. Ahead of them, a long journey awaits. It's important for such a delicate and finely tuned animal that the lighting and the setting is just right. And now it is.
Hey.
It's not a rocha.
Arasha is.
Arasha is a Christian environmental organization.
So Arasha is a hippie commune. I don't know. Yeah, I just came out of the field. All right, let's get this interview started. Wait, you're just like vegetables? Where are you? I see only beans. It's amazing.
I'm just in love with parsnip.
It's okay.
I mean, it's serious stuff.
Green. Green?
Green.
Green? Green.
Green. Natural. Glory bowl.
Glory bowls. Phenomenal.
Anything that came from our garden has been really cool.
Phenomenal. When you pull them out of the garden and they're just like slimy, they smell like fish, and then you eat them. Phenomenal. We don't even have any fresh tomatoes.
If I could be any vegetable, I would be a tomato.
It's not about your sexuality. It's about tomatoes.
Half blind, half deaf. That's what's going to happen to you if you live on nothing but leaves. Here we have one of the more simpler of the species, a tradesman in his infancy, attempting to lace up a work boot. It may seem like a simple task for most, but this animal will be here for some time. He is important and busy. It's 10 a.m. They've been working non-stop. Spending more and more time in the garden, producing something that's new. Hoverflies, and wild bees, and wasps, and there's so much to see. Damselflies. They are the most critical element in a whole complex of climate and rainfall and fertility that keeps the natural world going. They're precious. Here we have the common ground worker, an interesting breed. He will often walk around doing nothing. The lunchroom, a feeding hole for all sight species.
Well, it depends on the day. If I'm distracted enough, I feel okay.
Honestly, I feel pretty fine. I'm happy I'm only carrying myself.
I don't care if people are disappointed in me. The daily walk from Hazelmere to the main site, that gets a little frisky.
Walking up. Suddenly, the last 10 feet, you're just like, oh, it hurts.
Going up, for sure. At a brave, brisk pace, quite quickly.
And the gravel slips beneath your feet. I just want to get to the top. At the end of a long day, that's the hardest part for me.
Damn you, hill! I hate it. I hate every single second of it.
The hill, because when it's all wet, I usually slip a couple times. I lose all confidence. Oh wow, this is depressing. It's okay.
I'm not crying, you're crying. I can't deal with this.
I'm zigzagging in front of people, and it's good not to cut people off. Full ascended.
Gains.
Gains?
I'm not necessarily a sympathetic person in the best of times. There's only one way, a sneaky route that you're not supposed to take.
To be honest, having to wait up for everybody else because they're so slow on the walk.
Landon. Not so much a fan of this guy.
Sweet. That makes me feel a little better.
But for me, it's the tomato.
Our fledgling apprentices. They can often be found foraging. Working as a team, as they have done for decades, they fan out. They're actually working. Standing well over a meter tall, she roams these swamps, and the male almost 2 meters high, trying to catch toad only an inch long. They need speed and endurance. Battling against strong winds and the weight of expectation, she's convinced that now is her time to strike. But there's a problem. Not exactly what she was after. But don't worry about that for now, toad. Those things are much more difficult to find now. Cherish them, particularly at night. And now it's possible during the summer to sail from one side to another. Well, this group of tradespeople are migrating south in the search for food. Feeding time. A thrilling time. Her surroundings are unfamiliar and unwelcoming, so she decides to tidy up a bit. #mess. Here we can see 2 animals taking a rest. Don't waste electricity.
In all seriousness, I think the internship has impacted me most in just showing me that God's intentional and careful design dives so much deeper down into the individual. He provides for the song sparrow, and he provides for the lichen under my feet, and in the same tone, he provides for me too.
The internship has impacted me by allowing me to try out a bunch of new experiences. I love learning new things and trying out new things, so being able to wade through ponds and learn about random birds, do hydrometric measurements are all just really exciting to me. So that has been very refreshing for me.
So I've learned what it's like to work within kind of the conservation field, but it's also been a really good lesson in what work looks like alongside of taking time for rest, getting used to practicing slower pace rhythms that align within a work week.
I think it's just helped me narrow down a path for ministry in the direction that I want to go in, especially now looking at the environment as a whole.
The internship has gifted me with not only technical or practical learning, but also some beautiful heart learning.
I feel 10 years younger.
Gains.
Sorry, the question is if I could be any vegetable, or if I would describe myself as a vegetable.
If you could be any vegetable.
If I could be any vegetable. Oh, okay, that changes the game.
Been there, done that. I'm not actually an intern, but I can't leave.
The more the merrier. Sometimes.
Honestly, I'm not even an intern, so it hasn't been that fun, honestly, because I feel everybody else is kind of on some newbie status, and I'm kind of the person with all the experience here, and it's kind of hard carrying them along the way. But yeah, it's been okay, I guess, in that aspect. So yeah, can I go now? I don't even know why I'm here. So
This is an extended family. We depend upon one another.
A diverse habitat that, for those that can overcome the challenges of site life, offers great enjoyment.
My name is Laura, and I approve this message. That's it. That's all.
Yay!